explain to us how to use the headset that is before us. This was a request from some of our colleagues here. So before I start talking, I want to invite one of you to just show us how to use the headset before we can move forward. So please, just have 2-3 minutes here.
Good morning. It's very rare for me to get such pleasure to be in front of people. Actually, it's my first time. So I think I'll better use this time because you never know, I might not get it again. So my name is Patrick. I'm one of the technicians on our technical team. So I'm going to just show you how to use this gadget. I think each and every table has this gadget. So this is for your interpretation. If you look at it, it has a small screen, but you need to plug in your headset first. You plug in your headset, then there's a button there for switching on. Then you switch it on, then on your screen, it must be showing a certain number there. Then on your left side of the gadget, there's this sliding bar, that's your volume up and down. Sliding bar. And on your right is for your channels. Your channels up and down. So on channel 1, we've got English. On channel 2, that's French. So that's just how you use it. Then you just put on your headset, you can listen to the language that you want. So if you have any problem, you can just lift up your hand, then one of us will come to your table to assist you. Thank you very much.
Are we okay? Yes. If that one went fast, then you listen to your colleagues who have captured what was said by the technician. A representative from the Ministry of Agriculture of South Africa, representative from the European Commission, the African Union, and the Africa Phytosanitary Council, the Near East and Plant Protection Organization, NEPO, and the United States Department of Agriculture, Animal and Plant Inspection Service, colleague from FAO and IPPC Secretariat, participant from the 9 APP second phase countries. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the workshop where we launch the phase 2 of the African Phytosanitary Programme. I hope you all had a restful evening. My name is Arab Deng from the IPPC Secretariat, and I will moderate this opening session together with Jan-Henrik Venter, the head of Plant Health and the Department of Agriculture of South Africa. APP is a brainchild of the International Plant Protection Convention, IPPC, and the African Union Department of Agriculture, Rural Development, Blue Economy, and the Environment. This journey began more than 3 years ago, specifically in June 2022, when we had a meeting with the African Union and ECOWAS from West Africa on issues of plant health system in Africa, with the discussion about the need to strengthen Africa phytosanitary system and personnel. I'm proud to have been part of this journey together with the former IPPC Secretary, Dr. Osama El-Lisi, and I'm profoundly humbled to be part of the launch of phase 2. This week, we will welcome 9 new countries, listen to the experiences of 6 countries in the pilot phase of the APP, visit farms in the area, test the digital tools that will be introduced at this training, and listen to plant health experts from all over Africa and different parts of the world on using precise scientific approaches to improve pest surveillance. Before we start, I wish to make a few housekeeping announcements. The workshop will have simultaneous interpretation in French. So we have the two languages here, English and French. On your tables are accessories for interpretation, a headset and microphone. Please do not take the headsets and boxes away from the table. So when you are leaving, it's good to leave all this on the table. Very expensive gadgets, and we need to take care of them for the next meeting. Who knows, we might come back here again. All those entitled to receive the travel allowances of DSA should go to the operations room outside this meeting hall during lunchtime today. So this is where the finance staff will be sitting, or simply ask for Rachel. Rachel will be waiting for you for this particular service. Please carry your passport, carry along with you your passport to receive the DSA. We request all the presenters, especially today's presenters, to send their presentations to DCARD. Some of you don't know DCARD is there. And Anita, Devasaka, Anita is there. So please send your presentation to these two people as soon as possible. The interpreters need this presentation beforehand to prepare accordingly. All presenters for the next day to send their presentations by 5 p.m. the day before the meeting. Please ensure to register to pick up your workshop materials if you have not done so yet. And I also wanted to say all participants who have not completed the online courses should do so even by today, because that will help them follow up some of the training as we move forward. With this few remarks, I now wish to welcome my co-moderator, that is Jan Henrik, the NPPO of South Africa, to come and give his remarks and also to give the message of Honorable, you call Honorable or Excellency, the Minister of Agriculture. So he has two hats too. So welcome. And, thank you very much.
Good morning. Good morning. Bonjour. I'm very honored today and we use the words of Arop, humbled that we have such a lot of people together from so many places to attend such an important event. Arop has introduced everyone from all the areas, so I'm not going to repeat that. So we have a very big plant health community here today, from researchers, from government officials, from universities, from private sector. So it is really a good boiling pot, if I can put it like that, to come up with the correct recipe to help us during this week to find solutions on plant health, especially surveillance and detection, but that's rather important, I would say. I don't want to take too much time on my own words. So my own words is rather few, but as a contact point for the NPPO of South Africa, I really welcome you here today and for the rest of the week. Everyone who travelled far, I hope you travelled well without very big incidences. Welcome to South Africa. This part of the world of South Africa, or the part of South Africa now is rather sunny, so you will have sunshine, but it's not extremely hot. So I hope the weather will also be favorable to you. And with that, I'm going to continue with a message from our Minister. Our Minister, Honourable Minister John Steenhuisen, is sending his apologies. He would have been here today in person, but unfortunately there are some other crises which he had to attend to, which he could not do. However, he did prepare some speaking notes, which he did forward to me. So I will present the speaking notes to you today from our Minister. So by that, I'm putting up on the other hat. The field hat is there in the back. I hope you receive the field hat. I won't put that one on. So let me continue with that without delay. Distinguished delegates, esteemed colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to welcome you to this important Train-the-Trainer program in White River, South Africa, a region that stands at the heart of our country's agricultural abundance, home to thriving crops such as macadamia nuts, citrus, bananas, and avocados. Today marks a meaningful milestone in our collective efforts to promote sustainable agriculture, strengthen regional cooperation, and build economic resilience. This gathering, the second African Phytosanitary Train-the-Trainer event, takes place under the auspice of the International Plant Protection Convention, a key instrument of the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations. Africa stands at a turning point. With immense biodiversity, rising agricultural productivity, and growing opportunities under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, we are well positioned to become a global leader in the trade of high-quality plant products. But this vision can only be achieved if we ensure that the movement of plants and plant products is safe, traceable, and fully compliant with international phytosanitary standards. Plants pests remained one of the most pressing threats to this ambition, causing crop losses of 40% on average across this continent. Timely detection, accurate identification, and swift response are not only essential for safeguarding food security, but are also vital for sustaining and expanding trade. Fortunately, a number of global initiatives are equipping countries with tools to respond effectively. All of those which I'm mentioning is from the IPPC already. Those are the pest outbreak alert and response systems, the PAWS, the phytosanitary capacity evaluation tools, and the IPPC campus. Launched in March 2025 during the CPM19, the IPPC campus is a powerful digital platform that offers training and knowledge resources to build technical expertise within national and regional plant protection organizations. Provides courses to improve pest surveillance and response planning, empowering NPPOs and RPPOs to identify pests early, report accurately, and apply targeted control measures. Importantly, the campus reinforces the harmonized application of international standards and phytosanitary measures. Those such as ISPM 6 on pest surveillance and ISPM 17 of pest reporting. This also helps countries to validate pest status, which is essential for declaring pest-free areas and areas of low pest prevalence. Those are crucial for maintaining and expanding market access. Complementing to this is the PAWS, which is being developed as a global alert system to swiftly detect, assess, and respond to pest outbreaks. I think we can all remember the time when fall armyworm swept across our continent in just about 1 year, and the damage it caused. And this is where PAWS has started to get ideas and be born. PAWS aims to prevent such crises by enabling real-time outbreak notifications, regional alerts, and coordinated emergency responses, thereby enhancing cross-border cooperation as well as information sharing. The African Phytosanitary Programme that brings us together here today is closely aligned with these initiatives. Through targeted training, we are building technical capacity, improving pest surveillance and diagnostics, and promoting the use of digital tools to ensure transparency and efficiency in plant health systems. Pests such as fall armyworm, Tuta absoluta, and invasive fruit flies have already caused substantial economic losses across Africa. Strengthening our early warning systems and rapid response capabilities is key to limiting such damage, preserving harvest, protecting farmer income, and supporting rural livelihoods. We must also remember that our export success depends on our phytosanitary credibility. Markets in Europe, Asia, and North America maintain such strict standards. The presence of a single regulated pest can result in rejected shipments, trade suspensions, and outright bans. Well-trained, well-equipped plant health officials across the continent are our best line of defense in maintaining pest-free or low pest prevalence status, an essential condition to accessing these lucrative markets. When we demonstrate that we can manage pest risks proactively, we build trust as reliable trading partners. This opens doors to new opportunities and helps the African continent to compete on an equal footing in global markets. We also know that pests do not respect borders. That's why regional collaboration is non-negotiable. Harmonized, effective plant health systems are essential to achieving the vision of African free trade agreement, enabling smoother trade flows and limiting cross-border spread of harmful pests. Let us be clear, safe trade is not a barrier to growth. It is a foundation of it. Only by protecting plant health we can unlock the full economic, environmental and nutritional benefits that agriculture holds for our continent. As we embark on this training program, I urge all of you to engage deeply, share your knowledge and strengthen the network that will drive our success. Together we can build a robust phytosanitary system for Africa. One that supports trade, protects our biodiversity and biosecurity, and nourishes our future. Thank you once again for your commitment. I wish you productive discussions, valuable partnerships, and a warm and memorable stay, although short, here in South Africa. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, John, for your message on behalf of NPPOs South Africa, and also the message from Honorable Minister of Agriculture South Africa. Now, our opening session, we move to the next stage, and the next speaker is none other than the FAO Deputy Director General, Beth Bechtold. She will be delivering this through recorded video. So technical stuff, please play the video message from the DG.
Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you to this Train the Trainer workshop of the Africa Phytosanitary Programme, an initiative of FAO and the International Plant Protection Convention. Let me begin by expressing my sincere thanks to the Government of the Republic of South Africa for hosting and co-organizing this important workshop with us. The Africa Phytosanitary Programme, or APP for short, was conceptualized just over 3 years ago, and with a clear goal: to strengthen plant pest surveillance, detection, and management practices across Africa by leveraging modern scientific approaches and advanced digital technologies. The pilot phase was launched in 2023 with 11 participating countries. Let me go through them: Cameroon, the DRC, Egypt, Guinea-Bissau, Kenya, Mali, Morocco, Sierra Leone, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Today, we are proud to expand into phase 2, welcoming 8 more countries to the program, including Algeria, Capo Verde, Chad, the Republic of Congo, Liberia, Malawi, South Africa, and Tunisia. FAO and the IPPC are committed to working with each of you. With Africa's population projected to grow significantly, ensuring more productive and sustainable agricultural systems to meet this demand is vital. At the same time, plant pests and diseases are increasing in frequency and intensity across the continent, reducing crop yields by an estimated 30 to 60% each year. This program represents a key opportunity to enhance national capacities. We're equipping plant health officers with the tools and skills to prevent and address major plant pest threats that ultimately jeopardize food security, agricultural trade, economic growth, and the environment. To the phytosanitary officers who are joining us for the first time, this workshop will introduce you to the APP's suite of digital tools and technical resources. You will receive tablets fitted with some of the latest and most innovative software for data collection on the presence of pests, and you will be trained on how to use them effectively. You'll then take this knowledge into the field, applying the tools directly in crop areas to gain hands-on experience. After you complete this workshop and become master trainers, you'll return home to train your peers in the national plant protection organizations and other government stakeholders on the use of these tools. These types of incremental efforts and steady steps like this one build momentum. And with each step, we are building a critical mass of phytosanitary inspectors, technicians, and officers across Africa. I would also like to warmly welcome back participants from our pilot countries, Cameroon, Guinea-Bissau, Kenya, Mali, Zambia, and Zimbabwe, who will share their own experiences and lessons learned with you. I encourage you to collaborate closely with FAO, the IPPC Secretariat, and importantly with one another to increase the knowledge transfer and to scale good practices. Throughout the APP, I invite you to take advantage of some of the following. First, enhanced data collection and real-time monitoring. Second, faster, more reliable reporting systems. Third, enhance staff capacity and expertise through training in digital tools. And what comes from that are economic benefits through improved market access and food security. FAO and the IPPC are working to replicate and scale up these benefits across the continent, but also in other regions. And achieving this will require sustained investment. And I assure you, we are working with partners, donors, and governments to mobilize the required resources to make this one-of-a-kind program truly transformational. With dedicated and sustained funding, national commitment, and deeper regional collaboration, we can protect Africa's plant resources and empower our plant health officers on the ground. I wish you all a very productive and very successful workshop.
That was an opening remarks from DGG, Deputy Director of FAO. Now we move to representation in Southern Africa, and here representative of FAO in South Africa, that is Mr. Babagana Ahmedo, and he'll be representing the sub-region for Africa. He's giving a message on behalf of sub-regional Office for Africa, and this will be a live presentation. So I hope that the presenter is online and the link has been sent. Now, okay, I understand that you're working on establishing a line with the office there, so we'll delay that speech. It will come next. But now we'll move to the IPPC Secretariat. Dr. Avetic Nassesian is the head of the standard setting unit in the IPPC Secretariat and is the coordinator of the African Phytosanitary Programme at the moment. So I'll call upon him to give his remarks here. Avetic, the floor is yours, please.
Representatives from the Ministry of Agriculture of South Africa, representatives from European Commission, African Union, Inter-African Phytosanitary Council, the Near East Plant Protection Organization, and the United States Department of Agriculture, Animal and Plant Inspection Service. Participants, colleagues from FAO, IPPC Secretariat, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the launch of second phase of African Phytosanitary Programme, Train the Trainer workshop. The IPPC Secretariat is proud to implement APP, which aims to transform pest management in Africa by elevating the capabilities of national plant protection organizations, NPPOs, to use advanced digital technologies for regular pest surveillance, detection, reporting, and effective response to outbreaks. The IPPC mission of protecting global plant resources from pests and facilitating safe trade is driven by three core activities. The APP contributes to all of them, making it truly unique initiative. The first core activity is standard setting. The IPPC sets international standards for phytosanitary measures, shortly ISPMs, to protect plant resources from pests. These standards help countries harmonize their phytosanitary and pest control measures, boosting agricultural productivity, market access for plant products, pest-free trade and pest management. Empowering Africa's countries with digital tools for regular pest surveillance and data collection ensures countries compliance with several standards, including maintaining pest-free area and mandatory reporting on pest presence. The second is implementation and capacity development. Setting standards would be futile without proper capacity development to empower IPPC contracting parties to implement the convention and its standards. The IPPC Secretariat supports countries with projects, guides, and training materials, such as certified e-learning courses on various topics for the successful operation of the national plant protection organizations. These courses are free accessible on the IPPC platform called Plant Health Campus. Before this workshop, participants were tasked to complete two key courses, one on pest status determination and the other on national reporting obligations. As a country's competent authority responsible for providing and receiving government-to-government phytosanitary assurance, an NPPO should be resourced and its staff well trained to fulfill its functions. The IPPC served core activity is communication and international cooperation. Managing the growing pest threats and impacts on our economies, agriculture, food security, and the environment cannot be done in isolation. APP is helping African countries share knowledge and expertise on key pests, hence improving outbreak response. The program also promotes regional collaboration through research, information sharing, advocacy, and implementation of the convention. I must emphasize that prevention is more cost-effective than the alternatives of maintaining long-term control, containment, eradication, or managing the consequence of unchecked impact. IPP is fostering regular surveillance, detection, and reporting for effective pest prevention. I hope that by the end of the workshop, participants will be ready to train their peers and national stakeholders while championing the program across the region. Finally, on behalf of IPPC, I thank the European Commission and the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland for the ongoing funding of IPP. I thank the Animal and Plant Health Inspection Service, EFIS, of the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, which gave enormous technical and substantial funding for APP's pilot phase. Thank you for listening to me, and I wish you a productive workshop.
Thank you, Abetik, for this brief speech. Now we move to the next speaker, is the representative of European Commission, particular Director General of Health and Food Safety, DG Sante, who is one of our donors that will stand here. And the representative here is Mrs. Panyola Milona. She is the representative of DG Sante. Please, the floor is yours.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, dear colleagues. It's a great pleasure to be here, and I thank you very much for the invitation to be part of this workshop, where I can see with my own eyes how you are trained on this very, very important program. It's called the African Phytosanitary Programme. I would like to echo the previous speakers. Undoubtedly, this program is impactful, and we would like to hear from you how you implemented it during these sessions and what you expect from it as well. So, very happy to be here. The program has been past these pilot phases. We have today and going on pilot in phase 2, including more African countries. From our point of view, it's very important to stress that we believe as well, as what the previous speakers have said, that surveillance, early warning, and preparedness to deal with pests is very, very important. And these pests, whether they are pests that are quarantine pests, that means that they are not supposed to be in the area where they are regulated for, or whether they are pests that they are important for your trade, they are going to be possibly be taken care of with creating such an infrastructure. And I believe that this is what it is about, is creating an infrastructure for surveillance. Having a harmonized way to look for the pests, monitor them in regular timelines on which you're going to get information during this workshop, and also put the data in a map so that you can refer to, and that way also potentially creating the possibility of having also regional coordination. As a previous speaker has said, there are no borders for pests. They move around. They move around by natural spread, and they move around sometimes with trade. So identifying common problems are also an important factor for a region and sometimes for the globe. And I would like to connect a bit this activity with the presentation that's going to be given later on the POAS, the pest outbreak and alert system, which aims at looking and identifying these common problems which are starting in one area and have the potential to create a significant impact for other areas. A cornerstone for that activity as well is its preparedness and surveillance. Further on, allow me to say that from the European Commission, the value of this program has been noted by its funding, together with the funding to other activities as the phytosanitary capacity evaluation programs and POAS. And we believe that putting together, finding synergies on these different programs would be a good way to exchange and have good resources, use of resources, which we all know it is not armed. And with those, I would like to close and wish you all a very, very fruitful training.
Thank you very much, Panayota. I'm right this time, calling her right. Panayota. Yes. Now the next speaker is from is a representative of USDA APHIS, South African office in Pretoria, and that is Mr. Marius Tadish. Marius, please welcome.
Good morning, everyone. South Africa government and NPPOs representatives, FAO, the IPPC, Secretariat, South African Union, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to be here on behalf of U.S. Department of Agriculture's APHIS and to welcome you here to the African Phytosanitary Programme's Phase 2 Train the Trainer workshop. USDA APHIS is very proud to work with IPPC counterparts to develop materials and conduct training during the Phase 1 APP pilot program. For that, in a very record time, APHIS provided a financial support and technical leadership needed to start and develop and implement the APP. We are very pleased that APP is continuing with Phase 2. APP is uniquely designed to empower local, on-the-ground phytosanitary officials to ensure access to modern science and advanced technological tools to boost their capacity to rapidly detect, respond to, and recover from plant pest detections outbreak that have regulatory, economic, and environmental consequences. APP implementation will better enable national NPPOs in Africa to address diseases, helps to minimize crop losses, thereby enhancing producer income and providing rural communities with greater economic stability and opportunities. Again, I'm delighted to be here today on behalf of USDA APHIS and look forward to meeting you in small groups and individually to discuss APP-related issue in more details. Thank you for the opportunity to be here today. Indeed, it's my pleasure to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Marius, for this short and to the point speech. Now, I wanted to take you back to Dr. Babagana Amedo, the representative of FAO in South Africa on behalf of Sub-Regional Office for Africa. Is online, and I give him the floor. Please, technical staff, put Dr. Amedo online. Thank you.
His statement goes as follows. The representative of the International Plant Protection Convention, IPPC, representatives from Ministry of Agriculture of South Africa, representatives from the European Commission, the African Union, Inter-African Phytosanitary Council, the Near East Plant Protection Organization, and the United States Department of Agriculture, Animal and Plant Inspection Service. Colleagues from FAO, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols duly and respectively observed. The FAO Sub-Regional Office for Southern Africa is delighted to be part of the launch of the second phase of the Africa Phytosanitary Programme, APP. I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the countries involved, particularly those in the sub-region, such as Malawi, South Africa, in phase 2, in Zambia and Zimbabwe in the pilot phase. Your commitment to transitioning from strategy to action in mitigating the impact of plant pests and diseases on agriculture is commendable. This program is pivotal in strengthening the capacity of African countries to utilize advanced digital tools for improved monitoring, detection, and prevention of plant pests and diseases. Where there is no single solution to the pest problem in Africa, regular surveillance is crucial in mitigating the impact of plant pests and diseases on crops. Furthermore, if we cannot quantify a problem, we cannot effectively solve it. Without data on pest presence, we cannot swiftly detect infestations, leading to continued crop yield and revenue loss across the continent. The APP is timely, as climate change and other pressures intensify pest spread. Adopting technology will enhance resource efficiency and enable early action. In Africa, FAO focuses on 4 regional priorities designed to address the unique challenges and opportunities on the continent. These priorities align with the FAO Strategic Framework 2022 to 2031 are as follows. 1. Sustainable food agri-system, sustainable agri-food production systems, efficient and equitable food and nutrition systems, climate action, sustainable natural resource management, building resilience and ending poverty. The African Phytosanitary Programme is a significant channel through which FAO addresses these priorities. However, technology adoption cannot work in isolation. Countries need to establish functional phytosanitary and agri-food systems and invest in enhancing the skills of their technical personnel. At this juncture, I would like to highlight the strategic linkage between the APP and STOSA, the STOSA project, a project of the SADC Secretariat funded by the European Union and implemented by FAO, formerly known as Support Towards the Operationalization of the SADC Regional Agriculture Policy that is now in its second phase. Though they may appear distinct at the first glance, these initiatives are two parts of the same vision, one continental and the other regional, working in synergy to build a resilient and harmonized phytosanitary system to manage and prevent pest spread and to facilitate market access. The APP is the first ever continent-wide phytosanitary program envisioned to support all 54 African countries to prevent and manage plant pests. A 5-year initiative of the International Plant Protection Convention, IPPC, and implemented in coordination with FAO and the African Union. STOSA aligns with the objectives of APP in 3 main areas: A, policy coherence and regional integration; B, institutional strengthening and capacity building; and C, safe trade and market access. For instance, one of the stated objectives of APP is to support the development of coordinated regional plant protection strategies. In line with these objectives, during STOSA Phase 1, FAO supported SADC member states to develop harmonized regional control and management strategies for five priority crop pests affecting trade: Oriental fruit fly, fall armyworm, tomato leaf miner, banana fusarium, and Fock TR4, and other maize lethal necrosis disease. It is my fervent hope that the APP and STOSA Phase 2 will join forces to implement regional plant pest control strategies anchored on the principles of agroecological pest management. Pest surveillance and early warning systems is another area where APP and STOSA Phase 2 could forge close collaboration to align Southern Africa's pest surveillance and international phytosanitary standards and promote data-driven decision-making in pest control. STOSA aims to strengthen the capacity of the national plant protection organizations in Southern Africa to effectively implement ISPM4, which is requirements for establishment of pest-free areas, and ISPM6, which is surveillance, and ISPM10, requirements for establishment of pest-free places of production and pest-free production sites. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to ensure transparency and credibility in pest status declarations to trading partners, surveillance systems must be founded on reliable data collection methodologies, automated reporting, verifiable transmission pathways. To that end, STOSA Phase 2 is supporting SADC member states to develop digital national plant and pest surveillance systems in collaboration with the EU-funded STREPFIT project implemented by FAO in Tanzania. The system integrates Cabo Toolbox for data collection, Microsoft Power B1 for analytics and visualization, and a centralized server for secure storage and advanced data processing. The aim is to deliver hands-on guidance to equip SADC member states with skills to independently design and deploy digital survey tools tailored for pest surveillance. Given the scale, harmonizable nature of this model, it presents a valuable opportunity for cross-country learning and collaboration, especially within the Southern African Development Community, SADC, where shared pest risk demand synchronized surveillance efforts and the development of harmonized cross-boundary surveillance systems across the region. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the FAO Sub-Regional Office for Southern Africa would like to leverage APP's training of trainers, which integrates data collection devices, mobile applications for pest surveys, data collection workflow, and data storage and analytics to build the capacity of the national plant protection organizations of all SADC member states. We believe that the knowledge, skills, and best practices on the use of digital tools for pest surveys and surveillance shared through this training are highly relevant and can significantly strengthen the implementation and outcomes of the plant health component of STOSA 2. This alignment of STOSA 2's capacity building efforts with the resources and expertise being availed through this APP training of trainers workshop will promote greater efficiency, consistency, and impact across both initiatives. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we move forward, let us aim to strengthen this STOSA APP synergy together. APP and STOSA 2 will enable SADC member states to protect their agricultural systems from harmful plant pests and diseases, facilitate trade, and promote economic development both regionally and internationally. I thank the IPPC for leading on many fronts, from developing plant health standards and providing technical training to offering relevant technical resources and advocating for global plant health. The FAO Sub-Regional Office for Southern Africa is fully committed to supporting the scaling up of this initiative to other countries in the sub-region, going beyond showing APP's potential to helping countries to achieve tangible impact. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Sub-Regional Coordinator, Dr. Patrice Tala, I wish you a productive workshop and a joyous day in Southern Africa. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ahmedo, for this comprehensive message from the Sub-Regional Office. Now we move to our last two speakers, who are the IPPOs in Africa, that's Regional Plant Protection Organization in Africa. First one is the Near East and North Africa Plant Protection. Is the name confirmed? And here is represented by the Executive Director, that is Mohammed Habib Benjamin. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning. Bonjour. Assalamu alaikum. His Excellency the Minister of Agriculture of South Africa, Ms. Special FAO Deputy Director General, Mr. Babagana Ahmadou, FAO Representative South Africa, Mr. Avidik Nasessian, IPPC Secretariat, Ms. Panagiota Miloni. Is it just? Wala Pagioni. European Union, DG Santé. Mr. Marius Tadic, United States Department of Agriculture. Ms. Sandrine Bayandi, African Union and the African Phytosanitary Council. Mr. Aaron Tank, Mr. Descartes, Mrs. Anita, the representative of the IPPC Secretariat. First of all, as the Executive Director of the Near East Plant Protection, NPPO, I am honored to participate to this refresh training workshop. Indeed, I would like to thank the IPPC Secretary for the invitation and South Africa Organization for their efforts to succeed this event. Actually, plant protection is the first national portal that ensures the provision of health guarantees for plants. The NPPOs work to develop export by implementation of the international standards, ensuring the safety of seedling and crops, production and productivity, which contributes significantly to achieving food security and adjusting the trade balance. Furthermore, plant protection aims to maintain plant health and productivity by protecting them from pests. This protection is crucial for food security and biodiversity, especially in context of climate change. In this context, the IPP developed by the IPPC aims to strengthen the technical capacity of national plant protection organization by providing technical training and digital tools for plant pest surveillance and management, allowing NPPOs and RPPOs to be prepared to respond and to recover from plant pests in a timely manner. The IPPB will be implemented in all 45 countries in Africa. The sub-region, North Africa, includes Mauritania, Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, and Egypt. These countries are members of the Near East Plant Protection Organization. In North Africa, countries, the agriculture sector plays a vital role within the contribution at least 10% to each national gross domestic product of the region. Although pests are the most threatening aggressor of agriculture sector and could damage 14% of agricultural production and 20% of stocked food stuff as reported by FAO. In this context, countries of North Africa incorporate to the IPP to promote their knowledge of managing plant pests. During the phase 1 TOT workshop of the IPP held in Cameroon and Kenya, January, 2 countries from the North Africa sub-region, Egypt and Morocco, benefited from the program. During the current IPP phase 2 workshop, Algeria and Tunisia benefit from it. During the next IPP phase 3 TOT workshop, Libya and Mauritania will get the opportunity to participate on it. The main objective of NPPO is to encourage international and regional cooperation to support.
Thank you, Mohammed Jame, for this short to the point message. Of course, the RPPOs of Africa, the 2 of them, are members of Operation Coordination Group, the governing body of APP, led by IAPS and NPPO. And Benjamin is also coming as a resource person, so he'll be a trainer at one stage. Now we call on African Union and the African Phytosanitary Council to give Harry Mark as the last speaker. It's a good idea that the last one to speak comes from the African Union. So, welcome, please. Dr. Sandrine.
Bonjour. His Excellency, the Minister of Agriculture of the Republic of South Africa, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations Deputy Director General, the representative of IPPC, the representative of the FAO Sub-Regional Coordinator for Southern Africa, the representative of European Commission, the representative of USDA FIS, the Near East Plant Protection Organization representative, the National Plant Protection Organization NPPO representatives, dear experts, distinguished guests. Sorry. In my name and on behalf of Dr. Saliou Niassi, Coordinator of the Inter-African Phytosanitary Council of African Union, AUIAPS, I'm pleased and honored to welcome you all to this APP Phase 2 Train the Trainer workshop for NPPOs. I express my deepest gratitude to the government of the Republic of South Africa through His Excellency John Steenhuisen, Minister of Agriculture, for the support they have provided in organizing this workshop training of the trainer. Please also allow me to thank the personnel of NPPO of South Africa and the people of South Africa for their hospitality. It is equally my pleasure to avail this opportunity to thank IPPC for the invitation to this meeting. I'm grateful for the presence of a representative from NPPO, pilot countries, and Phase 2 countries. I would also like to acknowledge that this workshop is organized with the support from the finance and technical partners like CAP. Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. As you well aware, the African Phytosanitary Programme, APP, will enable NPPOs to effectively and promptly detect plant pests and disease, to have regulatory, economic, and environmental significance. This is part of AU-IAP's Plant Health Strategy for Africa 22 to 2036. The APP is an excellent opportunity to assess our progress toward implementing the Agenda 2063 of the African Union. It serves as an excellent platform for ambitiously coordinating our efforts toward our shared goal of transforming our continent through sustainable agricultural transformation for inclusive growth and shared prosperity. The prevention and management of plant pests are vital in ensuring better plant health in Africa and meeting sustainable crop production objectives. The implementation of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area (FCFTA) is expected to boost the growth of both intracontinental and international trade at the continental and global levels. However, this trade growth must ensure phytosanitary safety, which no new pest risk being introduced to the trading countries. Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the African Union is committed to transforming African agriculture through various initiatives. These include the implementation of a comprehensive Africa Agriculture Development Program CANE, and the Sanitary and Phytosanitary Policy for Africa, which was endorsed by the African Union Assembly of Heads of State in February 2020. Additionally, the Kampala Declaration on Building Resilient and Sustainable Agri-Food System in Africa was also adopted during this time. In this context, the AU IAPS collaborated with the IPPC, FAO, to coordinate the implementation of the APP initiative with support from various partners. As a national plant protection organization, it is your responsibility to ensure the successful completion of the APP activities and the delivery of the expected outcomes. I want to acknowledge your dedication and active involvement in addressing pest challenges in your respective countries. For the new countries participating in this program, this training will provide the opportunity to engage with international experts as well as experts from NPPO pilot country. I encourage you to take full advantage of this discussion and recommendation for better implementation of the APP Phase 2. Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the AU IAPS will maintain its commitment to providing essential support and technical assistance aimed at developing, promoting, and coordinating sustainable plant health systems among continental, regional, and national stakeholders. This initiative is designed to enhance agricultural production and facilitate market access. Given that the APP is implementing a regional approach, it will be advantageous for the pilot countries to disseminate the benefit to other countries within the region. We are optimistic that the ongoing collaboration between IPPC, FAO, and its partner, and NEPO, the AU IAPS will continue to support the implementation of the African Phytosanitary Programme and will also lead to the development of additional projects. This initiative aims to create an environment conducive to information exchange among the affiliates of member states, while providing increased support to NPPOs to promote agriculture productivity and safeguard food security across Africa. So, thank you, and have an excellent and productive training of trainers workshop.
What an excellent way to conclude this session from the African Union IAPS. Before we move, the next session will be group photo, and then we will be led there by, there will be a group photo and coffee break and press conference, and before we do that, we have a short video that will be played to you from the APP video from the IPPC. But before we move that, let's give a big clap for those who presented at this session. Technical team, please play the video. Yeah, APP video.
Diversity of crops, the African continent faces major challenges from plant pests and diseases
that reduce crop yields, threaten food security and livelihoods, disrupt trade, and harm the environment. Invasive alien species cost Africa's agricultural sector about $65.5 billion annually. Innovation, driven by technology, is crucial to meet Africa's growing food demand, making crop production, trade, and plant protection more critical than ever. This is why the International Plant Protection Convention, IPPC, and the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, are working with African countries to empower phytosanitary officers with digital technology and modern scientific methods for plant pest surveillance and control. Through the IPPC's Africa Phytosanitary Programme, APP, plant health officers receive state-of-the-art tablets with specialized geospatial software, field survey materials, and training to enhance pest monitoring, detection, and prevention. The online IPPC Plant Health Campus provides additional training. APP also provides field survey protocols for key pests, helping officers to accurately identify pests and report detections. Using digital applications, plant health officers can map pest infestations, monitor traps, detect pests, identify affected crops, and assess factors contributing to pest spread. The online APP GIS Hub allows countries to store, access, and retrieve their field survey data, enabling timely decisions to prevent and respond to pest outbreaks. By leveraging technology, countries can generate verifiable data for their pest-free exports, comply with international phytosanitary standards, boost trade, save resources, and strengthen regional collaboration and biosecurity. Launched in 2023, the IPPC is implementing APP in 20 African countries. Phase 1, Cameroon, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Egypt, Guinea-Bissau, Kenya, Mali, Morocco, Sierra Leone, Uganda, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. Phase 2, Algeria, Cabo Verde, Chad, Republic of Congo, Liberia, Malawi, Senegal, South Africa, and Tunisia.
Il est difficile de surveiller 240 points d'entrée. L'infestation aux organismes nuisibles pèse sur la sécurité alimentaire. Donc, c'était important d'avoir des logiciels qui puissent avoir des experts installés dans les 4 coins du pays.
When we are doing surveillance in our country, it's not systematic, it's not organized, and the collection of our surveillance that has been a problem. So with this new tool, we hope we are going to improve the way we are doing surveillance.
Si on arrive à avoir des applications qui nous permettent d'être proactifs dans la détection des nuisibles, c'est très important et ça permet de prendre les dispositions pour gérer les nuisibles, pour prévenir leurs infestations sur les victimes.
Se controlamos os produtos agrícolas, automaticamente vai afetar positivamente na segurança alimentar.
The IPPC Secretariat, FAO, and partners are committed to expanding APP throughout the African continent in the coming years. National governments, research institutions, development organizations, donors, and the plant health community join us in empowering Africa's phytosanitary workforce for a healthier, resilient, and more prosperous future.
Thank you very much for watching this short video about APP from the IPPC Secretariat. Now we move to the next session. We're a bit late, but I hope that we'll recover some time as we move to session 2 of today. Now, I call upon the communication group to lead us to the photo session, and then we'll have our coffee break, and then press conference will also take place at the same time. Anita, can you take up the role after this, leading us to where we go for photo? Okay, we're going outside where we have the banner outside to have a group photo there. So let's move there. Let's stretch a bit and move there and have our group photo, and then we come back for the tea, coffee. Thank you.